Hey everybody, welcome back. Taking a look at a couple of Japanese GameCube games here. And the setting has changed as well. I'll say this is temporary because the room I normally record these videos is right next to the laundry room, and I'm currently doing laundry. I suppose I could wait for the cycle to be done, but I suppose a lot of things. So we'll do the video upstairs today. And I still have these games because clearly I haven't sold them yet. I've been meaning to sell my Japanese GameCube and the Game Boy player and the games you see here for a couple of months now, and I took it out of storage and cleaned it up, took pictures. I had my friend bring over a North American copy of Soul Calibur 2, tested it, tested the Japanese Soul Calibur 2 and the other games, and I even went and spent $10 for a RCA to HDMI adapter because I realized I had no way to hook up the GameCube to my current TV, which looks awful, by the way. At least the $10 adapter is not a good viewing experience, but at least it let me confirm everything was working. And I still haven't sold it yet, so that's something I really want to get done before the end of August because I keep dragging my feet on it. But for now, I still have these games, so let's take a look. We'll take a look at Mario first here. Let's move this over. And again, this is the Japanese version. And I have, I think, a couple other videos where I did the Japanese games, and I talk about why I have the Japanese games, so I'm not going to talk about that again. So on the spine here, we do have it in English, a very blurry English, and then of course we have it in Japanese here, probably more like this. And we have Mario's mug there. Is he on both sides? He's not, so Mario is only on the Japanese spine. And we'll open this up and put this over here for now. And what's going on here? Okay, yeah. Hopefully this isn't too loud. That's not bad. Alright, so we have the game here. I really don't remember what the North American art looks like for the game. Even the cover. I only had the Japanese version, so I never had a reason to pick up the North American release, so maybe it's a little bit different. And we got a booklet here, back when games came with booklets. In color, no less. And struggling. Here we go. Let's see what we have here. I'm trying to think, the last time I looked at this booklet was probably 20 years ago. So naturally more Japanese as Japanese. And proper way to clean the discs here. Wipe away. And then we start getting into just general usage with the controller and how you connect a controller to the system. Probably not a confusing matter for most, but you do have a nice visual here. And it's just a really exciting booklet here. A lot of energy on the page. And anytime I flip through these older games, the older game booklets, it does make me wish current games came with a booklet as well. I recently picked up Death Stranding 2, and I feel like that would probably have a killer booklet, but yeah, nothing in it at all. it's been a long time since I played this game, and I really enjoyed this game when it came out. It had some frustrating segments though. It was difficult with the camera orientation at times, but I just really enjoyed the Super Soaker mechanics, and I would have been, I don't know, early 20s I think when this came out. I don't even remember when this came out. 2002, 3? Is there a date on here? I don't see one. 2002. Okay. Yeah. So early, 20 years old, something like that. And I still had a fondness for Super Soakers. Not that I was going around Super Soaking my friends or anything, but that was like an integral part of my childhood. I remember when the first one was introduced, and they kept getting bigger and more elaborate, and I don't even know if they're still around, but so this game was kind of scratching a nostalgia itch of sorts I hadn't realized at the time. But man, it makes me wonder, do they still have Super Suckers? I really don't know. I live in a neighborhood with a lot of kids running around, like playing street hockey and shooting hoops and stuff like that, but I don't know if I've seen them run around with Super Soakers at all. I have seen like these really elaborate Nerf guns, like mini Nerf guns. Like I don't know what's going on with those Nerf guns, but it's something else. So anyway, sorry this is so blurry. I apologize about my blurry camera quite frequently, but I'm just not buying a new camera anytime soon. What we got here? This is again, really hammering home how to clean the discs. So, and I worked in a software, etc. at one point, and EB at another point, and people would bring in their games, and it didn't make any sense, the condition of these games. So maybe this is the secret. Maybe this is what was needed in the game packaging. Like, hey, this is how you take care of these things. Yeah, so just the various moves for Mario, different types of jumps and what have you. I wanted to buy this game. I remember like Super Mario 3D All-Stars came out, and I was under the impression the physical copy was limited, and it's a true impression. That is a true statement. But I didn't realize that the digital copy was limited as well. Like, I went to pick up 3D All-Stars. I think it's called 3D All-Stars from the Nintendo store. It just wasn't there. And I'm like, what is going on here? And then I went and looked it up, and it's like, oh yeah, it was a limited window. Like, why would you put a digital game in the vault? Just more Nintendo nonsense. I mean, I love Nintendo, but just a consistent nonsense from Nintendo over the years. It's only, let me buy your game. I'll give you money for the game. It's that simple. And it's on the, is Super Mario Sunshine part of the new Switch 2 GameCube games, the online offerings? And I don't have an online account, and I just don't like the Netflix subscription style, gatekeeping. I'll give you money and you give me the game, and I can play it when I want, and I don't have to keep a subscription up. Anyways, so over here we have Viewtiful Joe, and this game had a lot of hype at the time. At least I feel like it had. Well, maybe not. It's a long time ago. My memory is telling me there was some hype for Viewtiful Joe, but who the hell knows? But there was like a Capcom push for GameCube to make the console, I don't want to say feel less childish, but a very comprehensive style of games, a variety of game types, because Viewtiful Joe, Resident Evil 4 was the big get, but then shortly after, I'm pretty sure a PS2 version was announced. Viewtiful Joe, jeez, PN03. I mean, I'm really plumbing the depths of my memory here. This wasn't like a rhythm game, but I feel like the lead character, I don't know if she was a cyborg. I'm trying to think if I ever even played it. But geez, I do remember this like foot tap, but I could be confusing that with, oh jeez, it was a Dreamcast game. Space something? I don't know. Anyways, Beautiful Joe here. What's Viewtiful? And open this up. Got the discard here. Looking pretty pink. They made a sequel to this game too, and this game, I thought the aesthetics were very intriguing. Like the way the game presents itself as like a film strip, and was really cool. It still is cool, but I remember not really caring for the game all that much. Like I wanted to get into it, and in general I like Capcom as a publisher and developer, but for whatever reason this game, try as I might, I really couldn't get into it. It looked cool all the time, which is something that games strive to be cool, I think, but the gameplay, I just wasn't really feeling it. And actually I wouldn't mind giving this another shot too. I didn't try this for more than like, I don't know, couple of minutes when I was testing the games out, but now that I'm flipping through the book, looking at the art, I kind of want to give it another shot. I think this came out in PS2 as well. At least that seems right to me, and I'm sure I can easily look that up using the internet. But this was the only copy I've had in my collection, was the GameCube version, and I want to say, geez, actually no, I'm not too sure if the sequel came out on GameCube or it was PS2. Maybe it was multi-platform. I never played it. I want to say he was in whatever that Capcom fighting game. Like the Wii, I think, had a Capcom fighting game. No, that's a different one. Maybe he was in Ultimate Mar vs. Capcom 3. Again, something I could easily look up. I want to say he showed up again, right? He's not exclusive to the Viewtiful Joe games. I want to say he was like in a crossover game or something, but again, it was a long time ago. This must have came out around the same time, 2002 or 3, I'm guessing. Looking at the back here. I meant to be doing some tapping too. I forgot to tap. It's the new 2003. Yeah, it's the new setting, and it's easy to forget. All right, so I put this over here. Anything on the back? What's Viewtiful? That's pretty much the only English. But yeah, the only other game I still have in my possession isn't a game so much. It's the what's it called? The Game Boy Advance player. And I have the boot up disc, and of course I have the actual player itself. It's attached to the GameCube at the moment, so maybe I'll do a video on that. Take the GameCube out. I already have it out because I was taking pictures of it, so really shouldn't be too much trouble to put it on a table and tap on it and show you the GameCube player. It's kind of an interesting device, and something I thought at the time, oh, I'll use this all the time. Like I love these Game Boy Advance games, but then I got it, I hardly ever used it. I realized that if I'm playing on my TV, I'd probably be playing like a GameCube game, and I use the Game Boy Advance to play my Game Boy Advance games. But I don't know if it was a success or not, but it really didn't get much use from me. So anyways, thanks for watching.